Bulldogs, well, they lost a big one this weekend against the Alabama Crimson Tide. Is it time for a management change? Bill Shanks gives his opinion tonight in its BS report.
It was 7 years ago, 2008, when I came to the conclusion Mark Richt would never lead Georgia to a national championship. That night, the Georgia Bulldogs were down 17-0 to Alabama. I actually kind of walked out of the Sanford Stadium press box just to take a little break, and when I walked back in, it was 31-0 Alabama. That game convinced me right then and there that something was missing about this coach. He was a good coach and a good man, but that loss to Nick Saban's Crimson Tide made me believe that Mark Richt would never be a great coach. All right, now, you don't have to be a great coach to win a national championship. Gene Chizik proved that at Auburn a few years ago. But even Chizik proved how mediocre he was when the Tigers fell apart just 2 years after he won it all. So, yeah, maybe to be in charge of a great program, you do have to be a great coach. But Georgia is not a great program. Georgia is not an elite program. The problem is some of Georgia's delusional fans believe they are elite. And that's why they worship, yes, worship Mark Richt. So this past Saturday night, there I was in Athens once again watching Georgia and Alabama, and what happened? Well, it was like I was back in 2008 all over again. Alabama was blowing Georgia out. It was really kind of amazing. All week I'd actually believed Georgia might win, that they might be ready to beat the mighty Crimson Tide and their phenomenal head coach. But once again, the Bulldogs flopped or choked or whatever word you want to use to describe that massacre. Georgia can just not beat ranked teams. Since 2008, that same season when Alabama and Saban first embarrassed Richt, the Bulldogs have gone 14-22 against ranked opponents. Now think about that for a moment. In the last 36 games when Georgia has played a ranked team, a good team, they've won only 39% of the time. Is that acceptable, Georgia fans? And we're not talking about a head coach that is in his first few years of leading a program. We're talking about a guy that has been in charge for 15 years. Someone tweeted me on Monday night that on Rick's radio program, he made the comment when talking about the loss to Alabama that, and I quote, "It takes time," unquote, to get the program where it needs to be. Now, how long do Georgia fans have to wait? It's been a decade since Rick won a conference championship, and to think Missouri has won the SEC the last 2 years, or at least the SEC East, that's embarrassing. But it wasn't as embarrassing as Saturday night. This has happened before, and perhaps that is why some, not all, but some Bulldog fans accept this. They love Mark Richt so much they'll forget how they felt when they were walking out of Sanford Stadium Saturday night to avoid watching that nightmare. This wasn't just a loss. I would probably be talking about something else if this was just a loss. This was a dumpster fire of a game. This was humiliating. And what other fan base, what other administration would accept a record like 14-22 against ranked opponents? How would Alabama fans think about that? How about LSU? And again, Auburn fired a head coach that had won a national championship 2 years later because he fell off so drastically. But once again, Georgia lost a big game against a tough opponent. Why accept this, Georgia fans? Well, maybe, just maybe, that's just become the Georgia way.